Okay, girls, so today we're going to do our lesson on circumference, okay? So, I hope you have watched the video before because it explains quite well what pi is. And here, I want you to take notes of everything that I have in this video. You didn't have to take notes of the previous video, but I need you to take notes of everything that I am have in this video, okay? So, circumference. What is circumference? Is another term for the perimeter of a circle. So basically, the circumference is the perimeter of the circle. Um, you just have to get used to that word. The diameter of a circle is the name given to the straight line distance across a circle through its center. So in the video we saw, if we have one point of, maybe I should draw this, even though it's not going to be perfect, but that's okay. So I have it here. So if I have a circle and I have my center, agree? The diameter is going to be the line that goes from one extreme to the other extreme, but there is an important point. It has to go through the center of that circle. It cannot be, this is wrong what I'm going to draw here. Like if I have this and this line here, like I have a point here, but it's not going through the center. Therefore, this one is not the diameter. The diameter is what I have in purple in here, okay? Wonderful. I'm going to delete this. Then, the straight line distance from the center of the circle to the circumference is called the radius. So again, if I have my circle here, I'm going to do it smaller this time, and I have my center. So before we had the diameter, now the radius is going to be half the diameter. So from the center to the circumference, that's what is going to be the radius. And the ratio between the circumference and the diameter, so when I divide circumference by diameter, that ratio is approximately, sorry girls, 3. When this ratio is calculated exactly, it is called pi, and the word that we use, the letter that we use to symbol, or the symbol that we use, it's this pi that is a Greek letter, okay? Wonderful. Now, the symbol pi represents the ratio of the circumference of a circle to its diameter. So it's basically, in other words, exactly what we had before. It is an infinite, not recurrent, and not terminating decimal that begins as 3.141592653, and it goes on forever. So I just want to make a bracket here to talk about something. When we started our unit on number skills, and you can pause this video here and go back, we spoke about rational numbers. I'm going to talk here. We spoke about rational numbers, and we said that the symbol for rational numbers is Q. We write it like something like this. And we said that rational numbers are all those numbers that can be written as a fraction. And we said here that we, for example, if we have as a fraction, let's say a over b. So if we talk about, for example, if I have 3 can be written as a fraction because I can write it as 3 over 1. Or if I have -7, can be written as a fraction because I can write it as -7/1. Or if I have 5/10, can be written as a fraction because I can write it as 5/10, which is equal to 1/2. You can see here I have all types of fractions that can be written, numbers that can be written as a fraction. Let's talk about one that is a repetitive decimal. So if I have something like 0.3 and it goes forever and ever and ever, this one, and this one I just know it by heart, is 1/3. So if you use your calculator and you do 1 divided by 3, you're going to find that it's 0.3333333. So rational numbers, in rational numbers, we have some decimals. So we have some decimals, the decimals that finish the term, that are not infinitive, that the ones that I forgot, terminating decimals, ending decimals, I forgot, but the ones that are like, let's call terminating decimals, that, for example, 2/10 or 35/100, something like that. We can also have those ones that are recurring decimals. Like, for example, what I wrote in the bottom, 0.3 and goes forever. So those terminating and recurring decimals that can be written as a fraction, that's the condition, that's why it is important. If they can be written as a fraction, then they're called rational numbers. But there is another family, another part, that are irrational numbers. And irrational numbers, an example of irrational number will be pi, because it can't be written as a fraction because it's infinitive. There is no way that I can convert this into a fraction. So irrational numbers cannot be written as a fraction. And an example of this one is pi. Okay? Wonderful.